Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on the Expanse Season 1 Episode 7. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and dive straight in. Here we go.
Used to be good at this.
You are good at this.
Julie had courage. She deserved to be helped. Not everybody does, you know? Wanted me to bring her home. Sorry.
Was that a video call he was having with Julie's dad there? Or was it a video message?
They're patrolling every shipping lane between here and Eros.
If anyone comes on board...
They can't check every ship. They have no reason to board us.
Just got pinged by a ranging laser. They're just giving us a little love tap. Let us know they're watching.
A love tap.
Its systems normally recognize other Martian Navy as friendlies. Not anymore.
How did someone as smart as you end up on the Canterbury?
I failed upwards.
He's gonna be jealous.
It's a radio transmission coming from between the hulls. Amos, check it out.
Amos.
Amos.
I'm on it.
Does he know who this is? Has he seen this before? And who might you be? Who is that?
What?
Just checking in, ma'am.
Look at her. Look at that outfit. Ooh, look at that. Big farmhouse.
Alice Holden. I'm Christian of Azraelov, UN Deputy Undersecretary.
You just say Holden.
Ma'am, do not enter that residence. We cannot maintain your security here.
She gives 0 trucks. She's going straight in there.
He's been with us since Tycho.
A spy for our friend, Fred Johnson.
Hey, I take offense to that. Shut up!
Why would Fred spy on us? He knows more than we do.
Enough.
Get him below.
They didn't actually hear him out there, and I feel like they maybe should have done.
Detective Chapeau. I was never fighting against you, Lena. In fact, I was fighting for you.
Is that right?
Usually when a man is about to lose everything.
Thinks about those he loves.
Maybe you haven't lost everything yet. Huh? When you do, you'll know your way home.
Do you know what? It shows how good of an actor he is, because the character that he's playing in this is so different to the one he's playing in Fringe, and I buy both of them. The accents throw me off a little bit, but it's always the case when they change from show to show. Holden's residence.
You want some tea?
Thank you. Being part of a family co-op. It's hard enough for one husband to get along with me.
He would never.
Oh, no, wait, I know this one. My boy was a little angel. I thought we were done with the bullshit.
This is intense.
Kicked out of the Navy, he fell in with a radical fringe group in the belt. I can make shit up too.
Oh my days.
I have 2 governments on a course toward a war that your son started. I want to stop it before anyone else loses a kid.
I mean, how did he technically start the war? He just listened to a distress call.
Why did he leave your little paradise here?
You haven't told me he's dead. You're dancing around it. Jimmy's alive.
I just got chills.
Here's the gas fit at Rocinante.
Rocinante.
Your data's corrupted, Rocinante. Please resend. Rocinante, you have been flagged for inspection per MCR trade.
Uh-oh.
Watch your step.
Worried about what's gonna happen when they board you? Because they will board you.
What else is he out of? Is he in Lucifer or like Breaking Bad or something?
You think I won't space you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you will. Won't change anything, though.
He could have even been in Grimm.
I've had to pee for like 2 hours now.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, it's that guy. I didn't even recognize him from the other episode. Did anyone see him do that? Is anyone watching that? Where's his pet hamster gone? Oh, this isn't his place. It all looks exactly the same.
So listen, that ship you're looking for, Anubis, whatever, it never showed up here. Funny thing is, a short-range shuttle from that ship did.
Okay.
I pressured mine to join the Marines, or I wouldn't pay for his education. So he did what was expected. That's why he was in Callisto during the insurrection. That took his life.
So she's got the guilt of that.
I didn't know. That's not something I usually lead with.
You get the help. Congratulations.
It's all that nutty talk before, that was just psych warfare, right? Still gotta pee if anyone's interested.
So did he just cancel whatever he was going to do there?
They use a special set of codes that tell other Martian ships that they are out there, they are doing the nasty and to get lost.
How do you know all this?
I'm a good spy. You guys give that skiff the proper set of codes, and they have to back off.
Okay. He's ditched his hat.
Cash me out, pal.
It's a lot of winnings.
What are you doing?
Well, gonna take a trip.
On his favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky.
Miller, Eros is a garbage dump. If this thing is as big as you think it is,
Which it is.
you're gonna need someone to watch your back. A partner.
Let her in.
Okay, better do this one alone.
Why? I know he's trying to protect her, but
Okay, come with me.
she clearly wants to.
Good luck, Miller.
He has probably just saved her life by doing that. But I feel like he could do with the help as well.
We started an hour.
Who said it? You could talk.
I did.
Just keep at it. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go prep for plan B.
Alex, hold him off as long as you can.
Get us those damn codes.
I was going with him.
Any Martians come through that airlock, we subdue and take them prisoner. Nobody's dying.
That clown upstairs that as soon as you cut loose will sell us to the highest bidder. You logged the distress call, Holden.
There it is.
Naomi was right to be afraid of you.
Oof, that's gonna sting. That'll get to him, that.
You're officially out of time.
Uh-oh.
Rocinante, release your outer airlock door and prepare for boarding.
I'm done talking, Holden. We're about to have company. You don't think I'll do it? There's only one way to find out.
Hey there, boys. Just a couple of sec there, friendos. What? You got it?
I've got it!
Uh-oh. They've got it in time.
Rocinante, this is your final warning.
Sorry to be such a pain, boys. Power problems, they've been so, mendacious and polyglottal. Like a couple of donkey balls.
It's gonna have worked, isn't it?
Received and understood, Rocinante. You get those comms checked out when you hit port.
You got it, fellas. And, hey, you boys be careful out there, here?
Sweet Jesus. With a couple of donkey balls.
Can you believe that? Damn, I'm good.
That worked out.
Looks like he's ready to pass out after that.
Unauthorized field trips now, huh?
I think our boy James Holden may have guilt for not saving the world, but I don't see a terrorist mastermind.
For analysis of his character notwithstanding, I've activated a Black Ops team. We're taking Holden off the board.
When Holden gets to Arrows, he's done. Field trip's over.
They were so close as well. They were so freaking close. She's gonna have mum guilt. Yeah, she'll have mum guilt for her now as well. Oh dear me. I kind of wanted to see Holden's dad a bit more there, because, I mean, he doesn't look like his mum. Looks more like Christian than his mum.
We got ourselves a rock.
Hopefully one with some answers on it.
Next port we hit, I want your boy Amos off this ship.
What's happened?
Get him under control.
He's been dying for this wee.
Are you anything like that animal? You got topside. Amos, you call him.
No.
Look at yourself in the mirror and still decide that you're gonna toss me into space because I am not an animal either.
It's a good manipulator, him, isn't he? So the Black Ops team are being sent to Eros now. So when Holden arrives on there, they're going to kill him. And Christian hopefully will try and put a stop to that before it happens.
Next stop, Eros Station.
So another episode down, and I feel as though this one showed us a little bit more about our characters' intentions and a bit of their past as well. So we got to see where Holden grew up, we got to see his family and understand why he is where he is right now. So they all wanted him to protect the land, and they felt as though it was too much of an ask or too much pressure and weight for a young lad. So his mum said, you know what, get away from it, spread your wings. And now she's in constant fear of being told that her son's dead. I don't know if I really understand the motivations yet there. Obviously it's a bigger ask than what I thought. I mean, if looking after the land is that big of a task, you know? So there is more information that I need to know about what that would involve, basically. It looked as though his dad had like tech up and he was doing research and things like that. But the second his mum said, like, I need a minute, he just picks up and leaves. So I want to think that that is like a sign of respect there as well. And because Christian is a mom as well, I think that they connected on that emotional level and the mistakes that she's made in her past. So she basically sent her son away to think she was advancing his future and his career, when in actual fact, you know, it killed him. And she has to live with that now. And she didn't want to come there to basically say the same thing, like, oh, because you've sent your son away, I'm just letting you know that he has died. Like, she didn't want history to sort of repeat there. But also, she has kind of put a false like reassurance there for Holden's mum that he's going to be okay. Because the second she leaves, her boss then says, oh, well, we've had to call the Black Ops, and when they get to Eros, Holden will be no more. And she's just like, well, shit. That is not what I had in mind. That was not the plan. How far they're going to take, how far they have to travel yet, I don't know, to reach Eros, but I think shit is going to hit the fan when they do arrive. So things got really tense on the Rocinante as well. Not just because of Kenzo's presence, but also because Amos is doing his own thing. He doesn't believe in Holden as a leader, especially because he's the one that contacted the distress call and got them all into this mess, really. Obviously not purposefully, but Amos wants him to take ownership of that, and because of it, he thinks his ideas and his opinions, he's just going to go with more. He's going to trust his gut there and undermine Holden's calls. So yeah, that sent him all the way to Naomi to say, look, you better get him under control because I can't, and apparently you're the only one that can. Naomi sort of rolls her eyes at this, but I think as well that Naomi's in that awkward place because I think she appreciates his friendship and she's, you know, definitely connected to Amos. But there's also that employer and employee type of relationship, and it's a grey area at the minute. Like when she asks him to do something, there's more of a pause now before he does it. Like she can feel that distance sort of creeping in there. Also the jealousy as well. I spotted Amos getting quite jealous of the way that Naomi and Holden were talking, and because he feels or thinks so little of Holden, that's going to get under his skin. But he does think highly of Naomi, so whether or not Naomi can talk Amos through this and be like, look, if I know you don't trust him, but you can at least trust me. And I think he's going to throw the that fear that Naomi has in her face there, like, what, like, you trust me, like you're worried about me, you're scared of me. So I think complications are going to arise even more so on Rocinante. Kenzos, let's talk about him. He's such an interesting character. The way that he was talking to Holden, to me, felt very manipulative, but I don't know the guy yet, so I don't know where his truth is. I think it's more just, I know why he's there, why he's been placed there, and he's sort of got that switch where the second no one's around, he's like tunnel visioning, getting his job done, and then it's like he's putting on this facade whenever they're around. So I don't have trust in this guy, but I do think he's an interesting character and one to watch. This like bionic eye that he has is wild to me, and I'm wondering if everything that he sees he can automatically send to like Christian or wherever to watch that footage, or if he has to like download it somehow to then pass on. Because if everything is just tracked, like whatever he sees is like tapped into another system, like that's insane. That is like impressive spy tech right there. So yeah, I'm wondering if we'll see more from that footage that he can send. I can't believe I didn't recognize him at first. It wasn't until the eye that I was like, oh yes, I remember him from the last episode now. So my apologies for taking so long there. Again, like the way that this show works is they give you the information and the person then has to soak that up to then remember it further down the line, but there is a lot of information thrown at you, so I am going to miss quite a lot, I think. But please try and bear with me. I'm going to try and stay on top of things as best that I can. Another thing I want to talk about before I sign off is the Miller situation. So he goes home and everything's gone. He just wants to rack up all of these coins, send them in so he can then take his trip, and he's determined now to finish this journey of his, and he wants to do it solo as well. He says to, I'm so sorry about the name, but his ex-partner-ish, he then says to her, look, I appreciate it, but no, you can stay here, you're not coming with me. And you can see that she's clearly upset by it as well. She wants to help him out. And I think that he's probably made the right call because her life would be in danger. I think for me as well, it's just, he's on his own. He's in need of someone that he can trust. And out of everybody in his life, I'd say that she is the most trustworthy. I think she's proved herself. She did take out those two people. For someone that hasn't got many people around him that he can rely on or trust in any way, shape or form, you'd think he would hold on to that friendship. But selflessly, he's saying, no, I will do this on my own. Like, he's scared of, again, this is just my reading, I might be completely wrong, but it's as if he's scared of hurting her, and I think he's been burnt a lot as well. So if he can only rely on himself, he can't blame anyone else or himself for trusting anyone that he shouldn't. I think that, yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how he gets on now that he's not actually working for, I can't remember her name now, but the evil boss that turned on him, the government. A few characters we haven't really seen in this one. His partner we've not seen in ages, but I don't know how fast time is traveling either. It seems as though it's just a day per episode, but I could be completely off there. Like, time could be passing way quicker, but the way that it feels for me, it's more like in real time. So therefore, his partner is probably still in the hospital recovering. It's not a quick thing. He went through a major incident, so maybe that's why we haven't seen them. We also didn't see his ex-boss either, and the fallout from him realizing everything with Julie. And another thing is, it looked as though he was talking to Meo's dad, I want to say, and basically apologizing, like she deserved better. She deserves someone that's going to fight for her, and she deserves someone that's going to solve this case. I tried, and then he's kicking himself, thinking that, you know, he's failed this city. Also, we saw, is his name Hayes or Hawes? Might be Hawes. The Belter leader. He's tried yet again to get Miller to work alongside him or you know, buddy up with him or whatever, but Miller doesn't trust him, as rightly so. I mean, he was brutally attacked by two of his men, and there's no information there, there's no trust there either, so I definitely don't blame him for turning that down. I'm also intrigued as to what Hawes's, what's the word, like motivations are. Like, why would he want Miller on side? Why? Oh, there's just so many whys. So many questions. We know that he wants power. We know that much. He feels as though he can get it. He feels as though they're in a really good place right now. I don't think that he is. I think he's aiming a little high personally. But he's a quietly confident guy as well. Not so quiet, but definitely confident. He thinks that he has enough people behind him, and he's sort of fueling their anger to do his bidding as well. So yeah, he's going to go for the government and hope that he wins and ends up on top. That's where I'm at right now. Again, I could be reading it completely wrong. That is my truth. That is what I'm thinking right now. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this episode. If you did, give it a cheeky like. It lets me know that you enjoyed it, and maybe subscribe if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I just want to take this time to say a massive thank you to all of my members. A special shout out to those on Patreon and in the Mark of Jane. You are utter legends. Thank you for keeping the content alive. I can't thank you enough for all that you do. And I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen Daniel. Daniel says, "Hi Dakara, The Expanse is my favourite sci-fi show of the 21st century. I truly believe you're going to continue to enjoy watching it. At the beginning there are many story threads to follow, and I know it's daunting to keep track of everything. The showrunners do a good job, however, of building the world through these stories and characters over time. And by the end of the first season, so long as you keep paying attention, most everything will begin to make sense. Side story with the uncle is probably one of my least favourite of the show, mostly because I can't stand the nephew. The MCRN, the Martian Navy, were the ones who pushed the uncle into getting drunk and attempting to chuck the asteroid at their ship. This was just another event that will push the solar system closer to war, but don't worry, this storyline isn't finished and it ties together with the rest. Just be patient." And first off, thank you so much for watching and for leaving a comment. Really appreciate it. And secondly, thank you for clarifying that it was the Martians that came on the ship, because I did get my wires crossed a little bit with them. I'm surprised that you don't like the nephew though, because to me it was the uncle that was just infuriating. He just seemed so tired of his nephew, and his nephew was at least trying to help him. I don't know. It was you know more than me, so I guess there's more to that story as well. But yeah, the threads that you're talking about is daunting indeed, and I do feel as though I'm just gonna struggle. I'll struggle to keep track of everything, and I'm trying my hardest to pay attention. But like you say, hopefully by the end of this season, everything will come together and I'll just be like, ah, yeah, I get it. For me, I will always be very character driven when it comes to my love for TV shows. So if the characters themselves and learning about the characters themselves are interesting and they captivate me, then we're onto a winner anyway. So if the storylines or the story arc themselves aren't always my cup of tea, if the character dynamics are there, I'm in regardless. So I'm hoping that even if I do struggle following the story arc, just knowing and getting to learn more about these characters will keep me invested anyway. Fingers crossed. But thank you so much as always for watching and leaving a comment. And don't forget guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.